Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be using CJP's core powders, Snow White, Negligee, and the new core powder Dolly with Slush Fairy. Basically I've already done all my prep. I've primed, dehydrated, shaped, buffed, took the natural shine off the nails. I'm also using my size 12 round Kalinsky brush off at Amazon. I will leave the links in the description. Also I'm using CJP's Ultra Adhesive monomer. So I'm going to be doing a ombre set, or you would probably call them a baby boomer set. Some people call them baby boomers. So yeah. So when you're doing a baby boomer set or an ombre set, you want to go in with your bottom colour first. So my bottom colour is going to be Snow White. There we go. So I'm going to start with the pinky as I do always, and I have gone for, hold on, just get these little hairs off of here, do apologise. I have gone for the usual coffin shape today. So let me just zoom this in for you, if I can. It's a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to go in my monomer just to clean my brush off. Make sure it's all clean, which it is. I'm going to move my powder this side, move my monomer up there so you can see how I'm doing it. Okay, so like I said, bottom colour first. So I'm going to go in, put my brush, make sure there's no air bubbles, and I'm going to swipe halfway. I'm going to go in for 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Now you're going to have to really focus. I put a little bit too much on there. Always work with you know, smaller beads on the pinky. Don't do what I just did, because otherwise you have a whole heap of mess like I just got. Okay, so you want to fade it up the nail, get rid of the lumps and bumps, smooth it out, pat it out, whatever you have to do to get rid of that. Don't worry if you have any excess, you can just cut it off at the end and take it off. Sometimes it is fiddly, so don't, you know, lose your patience, it will come off. Sometimes you have to do that and just take it off. So yeah, watch your shape, your side walls and your free edge. I'm just going to go with a smaller bead, just so I know I've got a nice fade going on, because you don't want a harsh line where the fade is, so you want a faint blend up top, side walls, free edge. Now you don't have to use a size 12. If you're a beginner, I recommend a size 8 or 10, just depending on what you're comfortable with, really. Okay, so I'm just going to do this on all nails first, it's much quicker that way. So I'm going to move my stuff over here so you can see. And every time I'm placing a bead on the nail, you will see me cleaning my brush a lot. So number 3, place it right in the middle of the nail there. Just fade it up. Like I said, you want a harsh line, so I'm going to go with another one. Another bead. I'm going to clean my brush off every swipe that I do, every bead that I do. I'm watching my shape, which is why I'm wiping the sides here and tapping my free edge. Like so. Okay, so I'm going to go in what bead, but only a small one. Just blend it as good as I can. Don't worry about your apex or your thickness or any of that at this time being, because you are going to cap, because you don't want to get rid of your blend when you go to file. So on to the next nail. Halfway, going for 3. 1, 2, 3. So bearing in mind, oh, that's a bit too wet, it's alright. Halfway, 1, 2, 3. It's better. So yeah, bearing in mind the smaller the nail, the smaller the bead. So just bear that in mind. Watch what you're doing and how you're doing it. With Snow White, I find that you have to work like, it's easy to work with, but I like working just slightly a bit more wetter with it. I just find it easier for me, especially when I'm doing a set like this. So if you're struggling with blending whites, just go a bit wetter with them, but obviously, you know, just watch your consistency and all that, your ratio, otherwise you will get lifting, of course. Don't, you know, just work smart and not harder. Okay. Okay, so halfway, 1, 2, 3. Watch it polymerize onto the nail. Tap, 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 and swipe. Tilt the hand down as well, or their hand, should I say, client's hand, because gravity is your friend, as I keep telling everyone. Also, the bead will just run down smoothly, to be honest, naturally, so it will help you loads. Okay, so I'm just going to go with one more, possibly 2. 1, 2, 3. Just want to give that a bit more coverage. I feel like it's a little bit see-through to me. I'm going to go in with a tiny, tiny, tiny one at the top here. Make sure I've got a good blend going on. Just Swatchy side walls. Okay. It's all about controlling the actual liquid in your brush. You won't need to drain your bead if you know how to control your monomer in your brush. Okay, so that's all my whites done. So now I'm going to go in with my dolly, and I love dolly. It's my favourite. It's what I've got on my hands now. I'll show you if you haven't seen. It's the pink area underneath my jewels, and then it's Captain Clear with Supernova faded up. The Supernova is one of my favourites as well, which I am going to get a big pot of it eventually. So that's dolly. It's quite similar to the Core Powder Amore, only this one looks slightly like more purpley pinky rather than anything else. So I'm going to go in, swipe halfway, going for a small bead, place it right there and swipe it down the nail. And then the cuticle bead, push it up, clean your sides if you've got anything on your sides. Now I'm used to working with the 1.2 monomer, so I feel like I'm struggling just a little bit with this powder at the moment, because it's more on the runnier side to me. Anyway, I'm going to come with my slush fairy in a minute. I'll drain it out some more. Place that one there. Bend it back. Tilt the nail down. It's a bit better. So, I want to see what it looks like with some slush fairy. I'm only going to put a thin wash of slush fairy. This is what slush fairy looks like. It's got loads of shimmer in it, like silver pieces in it. It's really pretty. Also good for ombres, baby booners on its just on its own with the white and without no dolly. So give that one a try, guys. I only want a little bit, so I'm just gonna go in. I just want a bit of glitter, you know, a bit of sparkle. Everybody likes a bit of sparkle. I want to cheer everybody up. You can't really see it at the moment, but when I do cap the colours and I do put top coat on it, you will see it. I will give you a nice view of it. So halfway, go in for 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that. Go about there. Tilt your nail downwards. Just swipe the end of that bead. There we go. Going for your cuticle bead. 1, 2, 3. Should want a smaller one at the cuticle area. I'm going to tap that in the back. Bring it to one side, swipe down, tap to the other side, bring it down. Now if you do get it on the cuticle, it's fine. Just make sure you go around with your brush and just clean that straight up before you do anything. Because obviously you don't want, you know, it getting on your client's nail, and you know, it's going to be one big mess for you. But don't get discouraged if you're a beginner and you do end up doing that. It's totally fine. You're learning at the end of the day. We've all been there, including myself. Don't get discouraged. I'm still learning to this day. I feel like it's, you know, you're always learning. It never really stops, you know. Practice makes perfect. And I never used to believe that saying when I first started, because I felt like I wasn't getting nowhere for like a good year. I felt like I've only just like upped my game in this last year, or improved, should I say, basically. I'm just spreading the glitter along. So just don't worry about your structure at the moment. You can put a bit of a structure in, like I have there, but as you can see, it dips there and it dips there, and that's because I haven't Captain Clear yet, so that's when I'm going to concentrate on it. So you just want to go halfway, which is a medium bead, which is a perfect consistency in my point of view anyway. Do a tap to the corners, blend that back, drag it down. Now when you're dragging your product down, just don't drag it, like almost just feather it, you know, be kind to the acrylic. It's the best way I could describe it, because if you think about it, if you're just dragging it too hard, you're gonna move most of the product off the nail, so you're gonna have to be so light-handed and gentle. Oh, there went for my slush fairy then. Sorry about that noise, guys, it's my dog. She just loves jumping off things all the time. Anyway, so I'm going with my cuticle bead. There's a hair there that's annoying me, which I will get rid of. Make sure there's none on the cuticle area. So I'm just going to pick that hair off. Okay, so sure everywhere's smooth. I'm going to go with one more bead of a dolly, just because I think that it's a bit see-through here. Oh, I haven't got enough of it. I'm going to put one more as well at the cuticle area. That's a bit better. So in my slush fairy, so there's a bit of acrylic in the brush. It's better. Okay, so piece of loose hair in my brush. There we go. To the next finger. Oh, not on my finger, that was too wet. That is what you don't want. 1, 2, 3. It's a bit better. Let me just get this hair out of here. That's better. Okay, so let's pat it into place and drag it down. Use the belly of your brush. Go with your cuticle bead. Push it up closer to the cuticle, but not on the skin. Tap it to the one corner, swipe it down. Tap it to the other corner, and get your brush behind it and swipe it down. Some more. Okay, clean that off a little. Looks pretty good to me that now, so I'm going to go with my slush fairy. Just a thin wash, like I said. I don't know if it's too major, because I'm trying to keep that colour off the dolly. Just want to put a twinkle. Do some more. Okay, so leave those to set. So again, that was Slush Fairy over the top, which is the sparkly core powder. I got it in a small pot because I just literally use it for like ombres like that, or as like a background, or glitter over the top or something. So that's Slush Fairy, like I said, and then the top colour was, oh, it stuck to my paper. I always do that. Bring this apart. Anyway, Oh Dolly, which is the pink core powder colour. That's like a purpley pink, like a lilac. It's really nice. And then Snow White. Was the white obviously at the tips. Now, a bit of a tip when you're doing this. I would leave it to set a little bit, and then I cap in negligee, not in clear, because when you cap in clear, sometimes the blend doesn't look as good, whereas in negligee, which is like a transparent colour, it blends the colour really, really good, and it looks like a really good ombre. Especially if you're not confident, you can use it. So I'm going halfway, and then smaller bead for the little nail, because it is only a small nail. Push it up into the cuticle, get behind it, and swipe it down the nail, pat it and press it and pull it with 3 P's. So that is my apex there. So now I'm going to come in at the end, small bead, and now this is going to create my thickness at the end, and it's going to cap my white and the actual blend of the ombre. And like I said, if it's a little bit at the bottom, just cut it off. Don't worry about it. And if it needs blending back a little, you can do that too. I just need a little bit more. I see a tiny, tiny, tiny little dip. Just there. And just, there we go. And then swipe it and cover it like this. And it's filled that little dip in for me. So if you notice little dips like that, just go ahead and just fill it in. And the reason why I'm turning the fingers from left to right, up and down, is because I'm checking all angles, because it might look okay just like that, but or even just like that or whatever, but if when you look the other side, there's like a dip and you've not noticed it. So you usually check all angles when you're doing your acrylic application. Going for my cuticle bead first. It's just that's the way I like doing it. To get that sorted out of the way, because I feel like that's the tricky bit. To me it is anyway. I think everybody struggles with their cuticle application. So that is my apex created. So now I just need to go my thickness. So I'm going to go in with just a slightly smaller bead and place it there and drag it up so it blends in, and then I'm just gonna gently swipe it. Keep your shape as much as you can. If you notice any dips, get the dips. I notice a really tinsy weeny one again, which I'm going to fill in now. So put it where the dip is, fade it off so it blends in, and then just lightly fill it in. Keep your shape, watch your thickness, make sure it's all even, just like that. So your apex is like from here to here, like I always say. This is going to be the thickest part of your nail right here. And I got this hand from CJP. It's called the Evie hand. So go check them out. It wasn't too expensive, to be honest, for a 100% silicone hand. It cost me £80 all in all, and that's with shipping and everything, like, you know, postage, packaging, everything. And I've seen hands cost like hundreds, like 150, 200 quid, so it's really, really good. So yeah, when you basically when using glitters, like I have, you're gonna make sure sorry, my words mixed up, that they're all encapsulated. And this is what you call encapsulating, when you put clear, or like I've just done, negligee over the top. You'll know when it is fully encapsulated, because the glitter itself will go like matte. It won't be shiny anymore. It will go dull. If it's still sparkling at you, then that's when you know that you've not encapsulated it enough. You need to go in with a little bit more. Obviously not too much, don't make them too bulky, but if you do, that's okay. If you're beginning, you're still learning, then it's totally fine. You know, you've always got your file. It just means you're gonna have to do just a little bit more work on your filing. That's all. So that's that one. So there's the last nail. So I'm still going for free, and the reason why I'm like lifting it up every time I tap it into from the liquid to the powder is so I can see when it is polymerized properly, you know, when I've got a nice bead, you know. So I'm checking the polymerization can't say it of the bead. Yeah, I think you get the gist of what I'm saying. Hopefully you do, because I can't say it. So I'm going to go with my thickness bead, just like that. I find negligee so easy to work with. Even if you don't want to like even invest in their colours, you could just buy a big bulk of this and, you know, stick to like gel polishes just for now, you know, until you can build your confidence up a bit. They have a wonderful, really, really good actually, gel polish collection, even gel paints. Not only that, they've got a beginner kit which has everything you need to start you off, and that's everything. That's your brushes, that's your acrylic, that's your glue, your clippers, your cuticle clippers, your files, everything, top glosses, and it is £150 for everything. But just go and check it out, innit? Just go have even if you just go on there to have a look, you know. But they do like try me kits for about, I think it's about £30, and you get like acrylic and glue and you know, colours. You get a free colour with it. It's really neat. Where you can't go wrong just for 30 quid, really, can you? You can't go wrong. I used to work with Mia Secret, and yeah, I used to think that was good, but until I came to CJP, I've never turned back, because it goes on like butter. It's really easy, and it's helped with my application miles better with my application now. It literally only just took me like 36 minutes to do that. It used to take me hours and hours. So just think about that. Oh, and my monomer part, I got that from Amazon. You want to make sure you have a nice heavy one, because when you swipe off, you want a good swipe, you know. You don't want to do it half-hearted or not enough, you know, because you're going to have too much liquid in your brush. And make sure that you store your brushes downwards like this, or with a lid on, flat. Don't store them up, because if you've got any product in it, it'll get stuck in the barrel of your brush and it will ruin your brush completely. Also, always make sure you've cleaned your brush straight after use, thoroughly, sanitized it as well. Yeah, so just make sure you do that, especially with the coronas going around. When we go back to work, we're going to have to do that twice as much. So I'm going to wait for those to set, which, bearing in mind, it does not take long to set CJP. It really doesn't. They do all sorts of monomers, by the way. They do like I said, the 1.2, which is like medium set, and it's really good for cuticle. If you struggle with your cuticles running into the sides, it's really good. It controls the cuticle bead so good. If you're an advanced nail tech, then you could try the one monomer, which is fast setting, but still it's not too fast, but it'll help with speed with your work. If you work in a salon, it's really good to have, to get clients in and out quicker. Or there's ultra adhesive if you're a beginner and you struggle with your acrylic setting too fast, then you can go with the ultra adhesive, like I said. The only problem is with that is, I found personally, is that it runs into the cuticle too quickly for me, and I have to do a lot more work with it, but you get a lot more playtime, so it's totally up to you guys what you get, but I do highly recommend the 1.2, but that's just my personal preference. But in the Try Me kit, you get all three. I think you get all three miniature ones, so you can test all three to see which one suits you, which I think is really good, because normally you would only get one type of monomer with like test me kits and that. And yeah, I just love CJP. Okay, so let's this is before. I'm gonna give you a before and after. Just give me a second. Just get these little strands off. Okay, so this is before I filed, and as you can see, I've kept my shape pretty good, and that's because I've worked neatly. I've took my time. Don't rush yourself. It used to take me 5 hours to do a set, right? And the reason why is because I didn't want to rush people's nails and then be not a good set or not as good as I can get them. So, you know, just be honest with your clients to say, oh hey, I'm just beginning, you know, I'm a beginner, and you know, I'm in training or whatever, and yeah, I'm gonna take my time, so I don't want to rush your nails. If that's okay with you, just be honest with them and they'll be totally okay with it, trust me. So I'm going to take these out so I can show you what angle I'm filing at, like I always do. So I'm going for a 45 degree, like so. Get your side walls. So you are going to start off with your side walls, by the way. Oh, sorry. Sometimes I like to go in like this because it tapers in my sides, like just to taper it in, and then I go in at a 90 degree at my free edge, just because I find it, you know, just gets a crisp edge, like I always say. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, so the reason why I'm taking these out is because they move in this hand. That's the only thing. I wouldn't say it's bad about the hand, but it's just, you know what hands are like. They're not like real people, are they? So they're going to move anyway, so, you know. That's not, you know, something you can help, or the company can help, you know. So, yeah, my advice is just to take them out, you know. It's the same thing, you're going at the same angle. You're training yourself to still file at the right angle, you know. So my advice is just take them out, you know. It's no biggie. Just take them out and go for it, you know. Nothing wrong with that. Stick it back in. But if you really want to, like, train yourself how to hold a person's hand or whatever, then my advice is just to try and stick it out like this. Just go in like this, and just, if you're holding a client's hand, you're going to want to, like, hold their skin back. That's about it, really. And make sure you're resting the file on your hand or finger rather than theirs, if you really have to rest it somewhere. That's about it. Just make sure you don't catch their skin, more importantly. You want to make it a good experience for them. Because, you know, you get some nail techs that just don't care, you know, like in nail salons normally. I find that, you know, they don't really care about the customer. Also, make sure that your products are MMA free, because you don't want that on anybody's nails. It's actually illegal. This does not include MMA, and they also do HEMA free, which is basically you won't be allergic to their products, because they are, you know, like allergy free type products basically. And that's, yeah, they do a HEMA free monomer and top glosses. And also what I want to say is another reason why I use the 1.2 monomer from CJP is because it doesn't stink the house out. It has a slight tiny smell, but the smell is more sweet. It's like a sweet smell. It's like a smell that you kind of want to smell, rather than a smell that's like, oh my god, that's just gonna give me a headache. My other advice is, if you do want to use ultra adhesive, which is slightly more stinkier, but my advice is get a dehumidifier. You know, open a big window, or even a little window will do. Stick your dehumidifier on, and Bob's your uncle. It should get rid of the smell. Just going to file these shorter because that one seems a little bit shorter than the other. So I'm just going to get the length right. You want to make sure your length is good, you know. Check the nails against each other and stuff. Okay. Let's file this pinky just a little bit more on its end. So yeah, make sure it's a straight 90 degree. Don't hold your file wonky. If you do get acrylic underneath, just go like this for a few seconds. It will get rid of it, you know. So just, you know, don't panic yourself. This is my thickness at the moment, which I'm going to be obviously drilling, so it will slightly change. You don't want them too thick, obviously, but you don't want them snapping either. So you don't want them too thin either. Especially if you're going for the longest set, or if someone's had a longer set. Let me just check. That still doesn't look right to me, sorry. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So yeah, just, yeah, that's much better. I like that now. Okay, so, and when you're drilling their nails, you want a new sanding band, 180 grit, or a new file each client. Don't use a 100 grit like I always say to you. Use a 180 grit because you're just safer that way, especially if you're a beginner. It's just, you know, a lot safer for you and them, because 100 will wreck the nail. Like I said, I keep catching them out every time I do a live. Anyway, so you want to focus around the cuticle area, because now we're going to debulk and seal the nails. Now, the reason why I say focus mainly on the cuticle area is because that's where your lifting starts. I will keep reminding you because it's so important. It's super, 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 super important. Yeah, cause that's where your lifting starts, like I said. And, you know, that's where bacteria is going to get if you don't seal it. It's going to get, water's going to get underneath. Yeah, all sorts of nasties are going to get underneath there. So you're going to go from your right hand side around the cuticle oil area to your left hand side and just drill over the whole nail. So push that in a bit and then just go underneath, get that thickness right. Okay. Just like that. Okay, so like I said, on the right to the left. Make sure you've got it really good sealed. Debulk wherever you need to debulk. Check your thickness. Check your apex is in the right area. Shut back in there. So, let me just show you from this angle. Okay. in. So yeah, like that. She's side view. So like I said, from the right, and cuticle area. You don't want to like stay in one place for too long either, because it's going to cause friction to the nail. So you kind of want to just go around your cuticle area and then whiz over the nail. Keep rotating, repeating that exact motion. Just get underneath there a bit. Okay, and then underneath here. If you've got product underneath, just go underneath like I've just done. Okay, so just like that. So right hand side over to your left hand side. Feel it really, really good. Nice and flush. Move over the whole nail. And underneath, check your thickness. Okay, so just like that. Once you have done that, you want to buff over the nails, which I'm going to take these out doing very, very quickly, and then I'm going to top gloss and give you the final reveal of the nails. So you can skip to that bit, because that bit is next if you want to. Also quickly buff them. Now I have white buffing blocks. I have them off of Amazon, so I will leave that in the description box down below after the video. Just bear with me. You want to make sure they're nice and smooth, so just run your thumb over them after you've buffed them. Just like I said, run your thumb over and they should be good to go once they are smooth. I might possibly just put some jewels on these, I don't know. I'll have a think in a sec. I don't know if it'll ruin them though. But we do like bling, don't we girlies? Or boys. I know a few men that do nails. Nothing wrong with that. So at this stage you're going to want to dust all their hands off, top and bottom. Get them to wash their hands in antibacterial hand wash thoroughly for at least a minute or so. And then when they come back, just to make sure, like double check the hands are all clean, I will myself be doing some spray with this Prep Spray Plus, because it's got alcohol in it. It's hand sanitizes the hand. So okay, so you just want to spray that over. Give them a good spray. . get all that dust off the nail wherever there is dust. Okay, so let's push you in a bit more. There we go. So are we going to do some bling? Let's have a look what bling we got first. So I have these. I have these little note letters, but we're not going to use them. We got, bear with me guys, where's my other bling? Oh yeah. Oh okay, yeah, there's also some of these if you want to get these off Amazon. I'll use them in my next video. Just bear with me guys. Trying to find my bling. Where's it gone? Oh, right in front of me the whole time. Okay, so if I have enough time, if it does cut out, I will make a part 2 straight after. So just check that out if it does go off. So I keep mine in here. I get these off of Amazon too. I have loads of different ones, different colours. I keep them in here because it's just handy to me whilst I figure out how I'm going to get, you know, a container for them. Where from? These are from CJP, but these ones are from Amazon. So yeah. Okay, so we'll get some of these ones out. Wax pencil I got off Amazon too. Two for £7 I think. Yeah, 2 for £7. I use Edge of Resin, either Mere Secret or Gripper Glue from CJP, or sometimes if I ain't got either, I use this just for a quick resort. And I do have Quick Spray to set them, which is off Amazon too. You don't need that, but I just prefer using that. So yeah, we're gonna place some on this one here, I think. So let's put the resin on it. So you only need a little bit like that. So I'm gonna place this one down. Oh no, you don't wanna go on? Oh, maybe not. We'll place a different one then. We shall place you if you want to go on. Nope. Bear with me guys. I'm gonna have to use my hands, I think. Let's just stick that on. Is that one too big? Do you think so? Yeah, I think that's too big. No, I don't like that. Sorry. Too big for the nail. We don't want that. We want a smaller one. There we go, we'll go for this one. This one looks good. So just place it nice and flat on the nail, like so. Just make sure it is, you know, level. Then just get your Quick Spray. Give it a good spray. And then we're going to go in with some more on this one. So if we just put a little bit there. So we're going to get one of these ones, or whatever we'll pick up. Just going to place like little shards around in there. Just, you know, make it look a bit prettier, that's all. I'm just doing this randomly, you know. Just do what, you know, whatever, you know. There's no specific way of doing it. Oh, come back. I know what it is. I need a bit more glue, don't I? Bear with me a second. It's faffy, this glue is. Which is why I prefer the gripper glue. If I'm totally honest with you. Yeah, so just stick them anywhere. We're gonna have some more. Have I even got some gold pieces in here somewhere? A lot of moons in here. I like the moons. Moons are good. Let's put some more. Unless we can put like small red ones in there too. And place one there as well. I like a bit of red with pink. I'm just weird like that. Oh yeah. There you are. And then some pink ones as well. Doesn't even look pink on camera. And then we do some either side. There. There. A bit bigger. That's a green. We don't really want a green. Oh, we can have a light green, can't we? What about a light green? Where's it gone? Oh. No, I don't like that. Okay, well, I think we're going to leave it as that before I start making a mess of the nails. Yeah, I think they look pretty like that. I would go down with some more, but let's have a look. No, we'll leave it at that, I think. Okay, so let's just check there's no. Hold on, there's a little. Oh, if there's another little one like this that I can see. God, I'm making a big mess of it. There's another one of them. I don't think there is. if that would look good. Going down the nail like that. Oh, from the bottom, sorry. Oh, I wish they had another one because I would do like a triangle with it, you know. Oh, that looks pretty. We'll do that one. So that can go like there. There we go. Just flip it over. Don't. Thank you. Oh dear. Gems these days, eh? There we go. I think that looks pretty cool. I don't know. It's just me being a weirdo. Anyway, set that. I'm not going to faff around them too much now. It's enough bling for one set. Put that away. Put glue all over me again as usual. Okay, so I'm just going to put the lid on that. I'll tidy it up afterwards. Put them away in my drawer. I'm going to top gloss. Now, normally I would use Time to Shine or Tap for UV gel top coat, but I'm going to use this one up, like I keep saying, my model ones. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay, so make sure you get your free edge. So when you've got jewels and you just want to go around it, you know, wherever you can, whatever works. This will secure it a bit more as well, bearing in mind. Gap your free edge. Please do check out my Instagram. It's Nailed It by Sophie even. 26. I have a Facebook page, Nailed It by Sophie. Please do subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. Please like my video if you liked it. If you want me to create a set, please let me know down below. If you want me to try a brand out for you, review anything, let me know. I will do so. So these are going to go into the lamp. I use a Teresa lamp off of Amazon. But CJP do one that's pretty good, and I will be buying one very soon. My next order maybe. So I'll just pop this lamp on. 2 seconds. Plug it in. So my light might go dim a little bit, but do not be alarmed. I just need a new one. Oh, yeah, it hasn't played up yet, that's good. There we go, so into the lamp for 60 seconds, and it is attack free. So you don't need to wipe it with acetone afterwards. Okay, so like I said, I used negligee, Snow White, oh dolly. By the way, the glue that I used was disc glued to put my nail tips on off of Amazon. It's Super Strong Nail Bond NYK1. It's for nail art, nail tips, gems, and it's antifungal, and it's quick dry. I use my little charmy crystals from CJP and Amazon. Yeah, so just clean up whilst they are in the thingy. They've got a couple of seconds. They have 10 seconds left. Then I will show you. Hang on. Yep, they are done. Okay, so always wait a few seconds. I'd say about a minute actually to cool the top coat down. And there you have it. I will show you close up. Oh. So this is the side view from both sides. There you have it. Your baby boomer set with a bit of glitter and gems. Shots. Pretty. Thank you ever so much for watching my video. See you all. Bye bye.